everybody. This is going to be a video on just some quick tips on how to save money, and then I think as I go along I might do some more in-depth videos. But I got this idea to do this from one of the girls I watch, and I'll try to remember to put her information below, but in case I don't, it's Jamie, Jamomikey. Her name is Jamie. She just did a video on tips to save money because she's trying to save up money for some infertility treatments. And I think that that's where I'm going to start. I think it's important to have a goal when you're saving money, because otherwise if it's just, you know, an obscure thing you're doing trying to save money, it's difficult to stop yourself from spending unnecessary money. For example, for us, like I said in my last video, I'm starting to stay home now, and I do have unemployment right now, but eventually, you know, unemployment will run out, and I will no longer be able to have that income. So basically, our goal is to, you know, really beef up our savings account. My husband's going to be the sole, you know, breadwinner or whatever. So we need to make sure that our savings is really built up in case he were to get laid off or something. You know, I'd like to have a year worth of our expenses in the bank, just so that that's not a stressful time for us. Any more stressful than it would need to be. So the first step, I think, is to definitely establish a goal for yourself. You know, even if it's a vacation or to buy a home or to buy a bigger house, something like that, I definitely think that that's the first step. I already did a video on budgeting. I think that that's an absolute must. If you're going to save money, you need to know where your money is going. One of the things that we do is we do not use cash. Everything, our checks go direct deposit into our bank, and everything is used as a debit purchase or, you know, a credit purchase on our debit card. And I think that that helps us to know exactly where we spend our money. And for people that want to get a little fancier and do it in like a spreadsheet or something, it tells you exactly where you know, spend your money. Every now and then we go to the ATM and take $20 out or whatever to go shopping with or something like that. You know, that's our disposable money, so it's fine. I just don't think that it's useful to have hundreds of dollars that you don't know where they go. The other thing, another step that I would really recommend is to be very organized, because I know a lot of times, you know, people aren't organized and they have stuff that they can't find, so they end up having to buy duplicates of it, even if it's like cleaning supplies or, you know, note paper, printer paper, something like that. If you really organize yourself, you can really save a lot of money that way. And another thing that I even do is when things are on sale, I tend to buy a lot of them, and I put them all in my laundry room, or depending on what the item is. If it's like an office supply or something, I keep it in the office. But I think that the more organized you are, the easier it is to save money. Let's see. Something else that we do, which I know would practically kill a lot of people, but it works for us, is we don't have a lot of extra services that people carry. What I mean by that, like, we have no text messaging on our phones. We have, you know, just enough minutes that, you know, that we get by with, because we also have a home phone, which I sometimes think people overlook as well. A lot of people use just their cell phones. And I mean, it can be a savings, but it can't, depending on how many minutes you use. Sometimes you can go with a lesser package for the cost of a home phone. And, you know, it's just a lot cheaper. So I would definitely encourage people to look into that if you're interested in saving money. The other thing we don't have is, and I think I've mentioned this before, is like with our cable, we just have the very basic standard cable package. And I think it's like, I want to say like $5 to $10 a month. We just get like 10 channels or something, which we've always had. We've never suffered. We've never, you know, felt, you know, deprived or anything. We can't watch, you know, shows on a lot of the higher channels that some people watch, but I feel like we watch enough TV anyway with the channels that we have. And I think that it's more beneficial to be doing things instead of sitting watching TV, so that's benefited us as well. I know that some people pay hundreds of dollars for their cable package, and that can definitely be a place that everyone can save some money. The other thing that we don't have anything. Like, when it first comes out, we don't generally, like, I know a lot of people jump and go get things. We don't do that. We tend to wait for prices to come down, things like that. An example is like the Wii. I know a lot of people have, you know, gaming systems and things like that. And I would actually love to have a Wii, especially in the winter, because I live in an area that gets very cold and gets a lot of snow and everything, so it's not as easy to do stuff outside. But things like that, you know, we wait until we really have some extra money that absolutely could not go anywhere else and make purchases like that. Another great tool can be coupons, but if I could, I'd put a little asterisk by this, because coupons only save you money if it's something that you would buy anyway. And what I mean by that is I actually haven't for a while used coupons, but we're actually going to get back into doing that, and that's just because I haven't had time. So with me staying home, I'll be able to get the Sunday paper, go through, see where things are on sale, see what coupons there are. And what I mean by this, like, they can save money. You know, obviously, if you buy a certain product and there's a coupon, definitely use a coupon. Don't buy a certain brand name, though, just to use a coupon, because a lot of times it's just cheaper to buy a generic product. And like the Walmart brand or whatever, you know, whatever store is in your area, a lot of times it's just as good and it's cheaper. So that's what we generally do. We eat a lot of non-name brand stuff. And in the way of grocery shopping, the other thing that I would recommend is to make things from scratch. If you buy prepared foods, it is so much more money. Especially like if you're buying, like, I know they have those skillet dinners or whatever with the chicken and everything already cut up. Is so much more money to buy something like that than it is to just make it yourself. And you can make the exact same thing, and it's generally healthier for you because it doesn't have all those preservatives and additives and everything. And we really got a taste of this lately with our kitchen not being done. We had to buy meals the past couple weeks that are microwavable, you know, already prepared, don't need to be cooked, and it is so much more expensive. So, you know, you might want to try just breaking back down to simple things like chicken and vegetables and rice, things like that, and you can make your own, you know, meals from that. The other thing I recommend is sometimes I subscribe to a lot of magazines, which, you know, generally, especially right now for some reason, don't seem to be that bad. I think it's like magazines.com or something I went, and I got a bunch of subscriptions for like $5 or something. I can look into that if somebody's interested in where I got them from. I can't really remember right this very second. I remember I have a bill here somewhere. Yeah, it doesn't specifically say. I don't know where it was. But I got a bunch of magazines for like $5. And like Family Circle, Redbook, what's that other one I got? I can't think of it, but they all have like coupons. A lot of them have like coupons in them, and a lot of the that's one thing I do use is we use Tide laundry detergent, and there's been coupons for $2 off, which is a super good deal. And they also have a lot of times money saving tips and organization tips, which I absolutely love. And it's, you know, it's cheap entertainment. You can get like sometimes $5 subscriptions for a year or whatever. So that's not bad. What else? Oh, and something that, you know, we've saved a ton of money on is home improvements if you do them all yourself. And maybe you don't know how to do some of them, but sometimes you can trade services with somebody to get them done. I know where I used to work, there was a guy who had bought an older home like we did to fix it up, and he traded services. Like there was a guy that knew how to do some plumbing, so the guy did the plumbing for him, and he did like electrical or something like that. We have been very, very lucky to know people that know how to do those things. My husband used to be an electrician, so he was able to run all the electricity himself. And my father knew how to do plumbing and everything, so we've been very lucky. But even if you don't live next to family or you don't have family that knows how to do that, there's still ways that you can save on that, because it is so expensive to hire somebody to come in and do stuff for you. The same goes for like your gardening or mowing your lawn or car repairs. Things are very simple. I don't think people even realize how simple they are. They just automatically take them to a shop, or you know, oil changes are a great example of this. There's a little bit of an upfront cost when you do things like that, but if you do them yourself, I mean, my husband has always done our oil changes, and you know, the oil filter is like $2 or $3. The oils, if you get like we at Walmart, get a big jug of oil, I'd say oil changes probably cost us like maybe $5-6, and where are you going to find it that cheap? You know, vacuum out your car, wash your car all yourself, things like that really can save money. So if anybody has any questions, or if anybody subscribes to anybody else that does money saving tips, I'd really love if you could just leave me a comment with that information, because I am definitely going to be in the mode to save some money now that everything is changing. And I hope everyone has a great day, and I hope these tips are useful. Talk to you later. Bye.